Welcome back for part 3. We're going to finish this thing up today. You may notice a lot of stuff on the table there. Some of it we're going to use, some of it we won't. I'm not going to tell you which ones we don't use, so you'll just have to watch. Alright, safety squints engaged, noise canceling headphones engaged. Let's lose a finger. Looking for the wood. Have you ever had one of those days when you just couldn't remember anything? Well, that was me on this day. You may be wondering why that's such a terrible camera angle. Well, that's because I left the tripod at home and had to use my shelf. Not only that, but I found out later as I reviewed this footage that I had the camera set to slow-mo. So, yeah, kind of screwed that up. If you're wondering what it looked like in slow-mo, well, here it is. Thank goodness for editing, because I sped the footage up. And you may be wondering why I did 2 of these for a handle. That's because I didn't know which one I wanted to use yet. You'll find out. Hey, yeah, I got it sanded. Looks good. We're going to use this one because I just like the way that grain pattern looks. I think it would look really cool on the spear tip. So yeah, it's my spear tip. We're doing this one. Now, I got some of these little double inserted dowel screws. I did get a 1/4 inch. They're 2.5 inches long, so I should have enough holding power going into here and into the other side of the spear tip. And I am going to put some wood glue in between once I get it all screwed together. Okay, I do not have the little center finder jig that you might use if you do a lot of wood turning words. So I'm going to use a tape measure just to find center on both of these. We're at 1 inch and 7/8. Here, oh, come on. Well, hang on. Let me go get a pencil that works because that one's crap. Be right back. As you can see, I'm finding center with my tape measure and freshly sharpened pencil, which is ironic because I can't even read a tape measure. Which is all the more problematic with this thing because it's oddly shaped. Okay, I am back, and these are, what did I say these were? 1/4 inch. So right here I've got a 7/16 drill bit, I believe. Yes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. A 7/32 drill bit. I can't read. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, contact. You know, I just keep thinking that there's a tool out there that would make this process so much easier. Something that, I could clamp the wood in and just bring the drill bit down into it like a, I don't know, like a drill press. Here we go. We're going to take this sucker and we're going to try to screw him in like that. Let me find some kind of device I can use. I thought I had a pair of pliers. Aha! Found them. Somebody stuck them in the wrong drawer. That's stupid. Probably me. I am going to add some wood glue to this, but I am not a fan of the bigger the gob, the better the job, especially when it comes to wood glue because of all the squeeze out. So a little dab will do ya. I have got a piece of canary wood that I glued up a piece of walnut to. I'm going to take this because if you look, it is 7/8 of an inch thick. That is too thick. So I'm going to cut this thing right down the middle. We're going to do that on my table saw because the fence on that is a little more accurate. And also because I don't have a bandsaw. So yeah, let's go do that. Now, for all of you that are going to tell me I shouldn't be standing over this thing, I should have it on a table, yeah, I know. But I don't have one. So if you want to buy me one, that'd be great. Because I want to have put this thing at chest height, and I don't want wood missiles shooting back at me, especially chest height. But if you look, it was okay, and I still have got all 8 fingers. See? Yeah, thumbs aren't fingers. So I've got my little feather pattern. As you can see, I've made 2 marks there and there, so I can make sure I have the same amount of the walnut showing on both feathers. Now I've taped this down on the ends, little tape there, little tape there, and that's just going to hold it in place because I'm going to be using all this. I'm not, oh, that's upside down. This, oh, it's out of focus. Sharpie marker. I am not sponsored by Sharpie, it's just what I have. I don't know why I say that. Anyway. Technically, I'm not sponsored by anybody. And so we take the Sharpie marker and we trace just like we were in kindergarten. Picking it up, making sure I didn't miss anything, and then I do the other one, just rinse and repeat. Well, would you look at that? New jigsaw blades. It is so amazing how a new blade makes such a difference. I mean, it cuts so much better than a dull blade. Who knew? And once I got one feather cut out, well, I cut the other one out. I just figured that'd be the smart thing to do. A lot easier to shape when it's actually cut out. I suppose that a scroll saw or even a bandsaw would be a little easier than using this thing, but just like some other tools I've mentioned, I don't have one. Christmas ideas, anybody? Well, I took these outside with the oscillating sander and got them sanded down. I got to clean up these a little bit here, and I'm deciding if I want to put any little veins in it or not. I don't know yet. I don't want to do it, then it looks like garbage, and then, you know, I got to start all over. Because while it has been fun, I don't want to do it again. So.
Here we see a woodworker with the most favorite of activities of his craft, sanding wood. While progressing through the grits, he water pops the feathers in between for a smooth finish, finally getting up to 400 grit, which evidently tastes pretty good. And now let's watch the feathers dry in time-lapse after the final water pop. How lovely.
All right, we got the laser engraving done. I think it came out really nice. If you're not sure what this is about, number 8 was a player on the women's water polo team who died in a car crash. And so the angel's wings and her number are to remind the team of their teammates who aren't there anymore and that they're playing for something bigger than themselves. And so I think that's an awesome tribute to their teammate. Now, you're going to be mad at me because off camera, I had done some work on the spear. I've wrapped the leather between the 2 joints of the spear and the handle. I have attached the feathers with some small leather wrap. I also put some finish on it. So this is where we're at right now with the spear. Now we just got to mount it to the base. Simple enough, right? Well, come on, let's get that done.
So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to mount this and at what angle it needs to be, because it's kind of top heavy with that big spear. So I'm going to put my finger here, and apparently I have nothing to mark it with. So I'm just going to use a drill, put a hole in my finger. I'm kidding. I just made a little mark. And then I'm going to take this rod and use my karate skills and hurt my hand. We're going to mark it at 14 inches because it seems like a good number. PSA, please don't do what I'm doing here and putting your fingers so close to a spinning disc. Just attach the handle to the stupid thing and hold on to that.
All right, this part's going to be very interesting to do because I've got to get this in here while also at the right angle in here. So I don't have a drill press. So yeah, let me think about this for a second before I mess up about 2 weeks worth of work. Cover it up. No, I'm not. It's not all I'm drilling. Don't start sending in hate mail. Right in the mouth.
Don't worry, I'm going to epoxy this in.
You know, I can see better without these glasses, isn't that? All right, you're going to have to look at the front of this for a second. I'm going to look at the back of it.
So what I'm doing here is actually drawing a line at the angle I need to insert that drill bit in. And it liked to walk around on me, so that was a little bit harder than I expected, but we got the job done. And like any good craftsman, when something is not working like it should, you get a hammer and just beat the snot out of it, which is what I was doing here, just to get that rod to seat down into the spear tip. And I thought I had it, but then I had to whack it some more. Kind of fun, actually. Now, I've said it before, I am not a Rubio fanboy, but it is a nice finish because it is a one-coat finish and you know, one and done. So I had just enough to get this done. I've got to order some more, which I'll have to wait till I win the lottery because that stuff's expensive. And with that final step, we're all finished. Let's do a reveal.